Excuse me for a second. Soccer teams have an hour to get back to. This thing's gonna record you guys, just so you know. It picks up the voice and all.
Yeah, you didn't get anything, I was just.
And I don't want people over.
All right, we'll call the meeting to order. Billy, you want to lead us in the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first up, approval of the minutes for the November 10th board meeting and the public hearing minutes. Any changes, additions, corrections?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, privilege of the floor. Anyone want to address the board? I guess not. All right, moving on. Any old business you need to discuss? I don't think anything has changed yet, has it? Okay. Moving on to new business. The first item was Nicole Francisi from Delaware County Planning Department. I talked to her today. We're gonna back that off to January's meeting. Young and Summer is gonna get together letters to send to the affected properties for the
Hamlet
hamlet designations.
Okay.
So, once she gets that, she will bring that to our next meeting and get us up to speed on how we're gonna proceed with that. Number two, we've got a couple resolutions we need to pass for the state retirement. First one is a standard workday resolution for employees. And the second one is a standard workday reporting resolution. Any discussion on these?
Did we do this?
I'll make a motion so that we can go to discussion.
No.
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution for employees.
Can we do them both at the same time?
Probably better do them separate. Can we do them together? Let's do them separate, just to be safe.
Okay.
All right, we got a motion for the standard workday resolution for employees by Tom. Is there a second? I'll second. Okay, second by Billy. Discussion?
I just had one question. Now, I'm assuming these resolutions that we're doing right now are the present?
No, January, I'll give you the present. This is for everything back.
Okay, but someone isn't on here that should be.
There are 3 people on there at least that should be. I did a resolution that included everyone, and in talking to retirement today, they asked me to remove some people
Okay.
because of the terms, and then to put them on in January. So
Okay,
we will
so-
have to do this again at the January organizational meeting.
So someone prior, that was an employee prior, they're not listed on this one,
Actually, I know who you're thinking of, and I think I just accidentally left him off.
okay?
When I
'cause it-
redid it, he should be on there,
Okay,
and I know exactly who you mean.
okay,
And he's a 6-day, with
okay,
your
'cause-
permission, I will add him because,
Yeah.
yes, I
A
know.
6 hour a week?
6 days a month, or 6-hour days are what some people are, like, full-time people are
Yes.
'cause we have a new one on here.
But part-time people are based on a 6-hour day.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, as long as we, you know.
It just clicked when you
Okay.
said that, who's not on there, you're right.
Yeah.
I
Discussed
typed that
the
in
wrong one, but
haste
that's
and I
okay.
left him off.
But I just wanna
So what
make
is-
sure that,
Yeah, we're on-
That's the second-
we're on this
the
one.
first
I need to add John.
What
There's
is
two
the
resolutions.
title
Yeah,
of the
okay,
person
but
that's been
I
left off?
wanted to make sure we
They were
had,
by
we didn't
title.
call them off by number, but
No,
anyway.
I'm
There is a
sorry,
code.
24
I know, but not
2418.
the one I need to fix.
As long as we're on the same page.
So this
We
is
are
by
done.
person, or it's?
No.
The first
position is
one's
there?
The
We're-
first one is not, the second one, this
We're
one
on-
is by
yeah,
person.
We're on
I know.
2418
add-
right now.
Yeah,
I
I'm jumping
needed,
the
but they're
gun.
doing this one right now.
Yeah,
Okay, but if it's set, so this is, one isn't by the person, so code
No, that's
enforcement is
right.
on here though.
That's right.
So nothing needs to be added to
No,
that.
No,
that's, that one
24
is.
That's the one I'm, that's
This is the one we
2418
need
is
to
what
add.
I'm on.
This is the one, okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
Got it, because I wanna add it in here,
yeah.
so,
okay. I'm good with 2418.
okay.
Okay, any more questions on Form
Thank you.
2418?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Or do we need to do a roll call?
Not on.
No,
Okay, it's
it
unanimous.
doesn't ask, it just asks for 505.
Okay. Now, for, resolution, standard workday and reporting resolution, RS 2417A. Are there any changes we need to make on this?
I would
Or are
just,
we good?
I think we've
That's
discussed,
the
you know
one
who I'm
I
talking
will add.
about,
I'm gonna put it in the minutes.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine.
As long as we get that change made, then I would make a motion to pass resolution RS 2417A.
Okay, with the changes
With the changes.
discussed. Okay, is there a second to that?
I'll second that.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried.
And the 3-month calendar is
Then we
needed,
can have-
so
start
that
all
we
over
can
next
do the
month.
January organizational meetings.
Okay, committee reports, highway and machinery. Al, Billy, anybody?
You wanna say anything about anything?
Come on, you think gun shy or what?
Nope,
These have to
Nope,
stay
just don't
on
wanna
the bulletin board.
curse myself.
Weather's
Weather's good, we're busy and we like it.
You did it.
Send it to them.
Let's snow tomorrow.
That's all right, we'll still be
So you
busy.
want me to just sign this one and give it back to you?
One of the things under highway that I was gonna ask Matt, about, while I'm thinking about it, can you possibly put that 5-year plan on the, website? Is that possible?
Yep.
Okay. That way I think that when people do call and they wanna see it, find out where their road is and when it's gonna be next, they can simply go to the website and they can pull it right up there and it'll show them what's going on, so I think it'd be good to have it on there.
Well, what I know is the 5-year plan is there's a list and there's a map, right?
Yeah, I have it, I have a copy of it right here if you
The
want.
same color.
Mine isn't in color, but it is dated. Yours is,
I have
my
that,
map's not in color.
I have that original that's in color of the seal coat plan,
Yeah,
which is all led up to by the 5-year plan.
Okay.
It's a 5-year seal coat, well, 5 or 6 year seal coat plan anyway, so,
yeah,
yeah, it all pretty much the same.
okay.
We can do that, Matt, if you need a colored one. We can do that.
Yeah. And I did type up the one that was handwritten,
Yeah.
we've got it
Good.
electronically now.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else for highway and machinery?
I would just say that if you haven't had a chance to take a look at some of our equipment right now, it's looking pretty good. And I wanna thank Darren and his crew for so much time and effort they put into making things look nice over there. Everything's painted up good and ready to go, and it's a great job, looks good.
Be ashamed to take it out and get it all
I know.
dirty.
It is.
I know it.
I think we ought to also thank Darren and Matt for their work on the shutter project over at the highway garage.
See, they got the shutters painted and back up.
Oh, they're up?
Yep.
Okay.
That was the NECA Club, which is the National Electrical Contractors Association. It's a student club of the college that did it, so should announce that to the world.
Yep. We thank them.
And we did send them a thank you letter too.
Good. All right, health and youth, Matt.
We removed the volleyball court, Tom helped with that, and getting ready for the ice skating rink. It was scheduled to go up next weekend, but I don't know if we're gonna do that or not. We'll probably put it in the ground, I mean, we'll set up the walls, but we won't put the liner in or anything.
This
like that.
weekend or next weekend?
It was the 14th, that's this weekend.
That'd be
That's this
weekend. Sorry.
14th is Monday, is that correct?
No,
Yes.
yeah, 14th is Monday.
So what day?
The 12th, it was supposed to be the 12th, sorry. And, it's not a huge job because we're not gonna do the liner. The liner is where it gets complicated, so. Maybe if one or two people wanna get involved, that would be great, but,
Call me when you need me.
okay. And, with Tom's help, we moved the, shed up there, so it's gonna be more interesting this year. We've got a shed that's gonna be used for concessions and everything, which we didn't get to use last year, but we will this year. And we also, what else? Oh, and we've got,
Beautification committee did work around.
that's true, there's a bunch of boulders have been placed up there. It's a project by a gardening club that's a county-wide club. So that's, they've done a lot. I don't know if they were finished yet.
No.
That's it for now. I mean, I mentioned it before, but I got another call from Stanford. They ordered their rink based on the project that they saw happen here, so that's a nice feather in our cap. But they just called me yesterday to say that they're all pumped about it. That's it for health and youth, I think.
Okay. Economic development and shared services.
We didn't meet this month, we just have some projects in the works and, working out some details with the village on some other shared services in regards to removal of snow and things of that nature, so.
Okay.
I didn't know if Matt had anything else I missed or.
Probably I missed in my own report for the health and youth is that this weekend, the 12th, is the holiday jubilee, and that's kind of a shared services thing. It's the Chamber of Commerce, it's the village, it's us. The 12th from 5 to 7 at night, I think it is. It's on the square, and there'll be all of the traditional holiday things, plus announcing who won the holiday lights contest. So I would encourage people to go attend that. It's, a lot of people put work into it, so it's nice to see faces there. But for the other shared services, I guess maybe in recreation, can we talk about the pool?
We can,
Okay, moving on to recreation.
okay. Right now, the pool is, we're still, scheduled right now for December 15th for bidding. That's all I can tell you right at the moment as far as where we're at with that, so.
Okay, personnel?
Nothing under personnel. I do wanna thank everybody who was involved with the shutter project over in the building and, decorating of the snowplow out front. I saw the guys clipping trees and everything today, making room for that with the wreath in front. Looks really nice.
I thought you were
So-
decorating that snowplow, I was pretty sure that.
Yeah, I was ready for all the lights to go over top of that and just be outlined like the Polar Express, but
Santa Claus in the back.
there's always tomorrow, right there?
Yep. I didn't quite get it done yet.
Yeah, okay. That's it.
IT, anything, Matt?
No, there's nothing for IT.
Codes, Billy?
I don't have a full report this month. Dale was on vacation. However, it's good news to report that the building permit has been issued for the Delhi Nursing and Rehabilitation Center work. That should begin this month.
Demolition is scheduled to start next week.
That's
Uh,
the
we-
plan.
We did take a walk through, Dale, myself, and Chairman Isel, and to see the condition of the facility as it stands right now. And there were some break-ins recently and over the summer, so there was some damage done, but most of that's getting removed anyway. They're supposed to set a security fence around the whole perimeter of the building prior to demolition, but it's gonna start in the next 10 days, 10 to 14 days.
Good news. Okay. So codes report, we don't have one because Dale just got back from Texas. Justice Court report, we don't have. Clerk's monthly report. Anybody had a chance to look at the town clerk's report?
Make a motion to accept it.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I would like to just note, while we're on the clerk's report, that this is the last official report here, other than the end of the year, that we will be getting from our present town clerk, who has served this town for 10 years. And I personally, on behalf of the board, would like to thank you for all the time that you've given to the town, from the past board members, myself, and present board. And we wish you well on your retirement. We hate to see you go, but, you know,
Thank
those
you.
things
Yep.
No,
Camera's over there, Nancy.
only 13 days left. That's
You're not counting them or anything, are you? You got the hours and minutes figured out yet, or you're close? Okay. Got the supervisor's report for November. Any questions, comments? If not, is there a motion to accept the supervisor's report?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. County report. Lots of things happening, and most of them I can't talk about.
Anything good and juicy?
Yeah, there's some good ones, but I guess the one thing that was
Bed
brought up
tax.
to the bed tax was passed. So that'll be going into effect here next year. The other issue that we discussed and the supervisors unanimously supported was working on negotiations with New York City on the water supply permit and the memorandum of agreement. And we're gonna try to see if we can't get some help for businesses. Businesses seem to be the ones that are left hanging in the lurch when the rules and regs kind of bite them. There's no money available for small businesses to apply for the CWC, and we think there should be. So that's gonna be an ongoing negotiation. The water supply permit will be 2016, the memorandum of agreement won't be till 2017, be the 10-year. And we get the chance every 10 years to throw in our 2 cents and hope that we get something, but
Renegotiate.
we're
Or
getting,
just lose more ground.
yeah, we're trying not to lose more ground, and we're trying to get some of it back, but it's gonna be a battle. But, we're already starting work on that for next year, so I'll keep you informed as things develop on that. Any other questions about the county issues? Matt's smiling over here.
I do have a question in regards to the security of the county office building, the main building. I know that the village has recently begun to have an officer over there. But has there been any consideration with all the things that are going on in the wonderful world today? Has there been any consideration in moving forward with some kind of better protection for the social services workers?
Yes.
As far as,
All the county employees, but particularly social service. And, Chairman Eisel met with the sheriff and the undersheriff, the sheriff and the undersheriff, and the public safety committee met yesterday, discussing some actions on how we can improve security without, getting too carried away, but still have somebody there if there is an emergency. And it's tough when you got buildings kind of scattered around the county,
Places.
but we got a lot of places to cover and not a lot of bodies to do it. But I do anticipate some changes at 111 Main Street coming fairly soon, and probably some other buildings shortly thereafter. But yeah, there are numerous concerns, and we feel we've got to do something about it, even if it requires spending some money.
maybe the state would be willing to send some money to help out.
Sure, the state has their own targets that they have to try and protect themselves. They're probably not willing to come down to Delaware County,
I don't know,
unfortunately.
probably not. Any other questions?
Nothing on that.
Nothing on that, all right. Moving on to abstracts. Is there a motion to pay abstracts number 2275 through 2322, totaling $28,986.87?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
We like those small ones.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Where were they earlier?
Brian said there was more, and I was really scared tonight.
What'd you do, send everybody home this month there?
Not quite.
Oh,
No gravel.
Yeah,
No gravel,
yeah.
the material's all been bought, so.
fortunately no snow plowing.
Then that too, that really helps.
Any other business?
Yeah, I want to bring up.
Oh, yes.
I just want to make an announcement about the emergency preparedness course that's being offered tomorrow night at DA at 6 o'clock. This is sponsored by Governor Cuomo and the Homeland Security and the National Guard. It will be at 6 o'clock, like I said. It is a presentation not just for flooding and inundation, but fires, anything that you would be displaced from your home. The program's an hour long, and after the program is taken care of, you will be given a backpack which contains a lot of valuable tools that you would need in case of an emergency once you're displaced. There's water, there's shelter, there's water containers, there's food, there's flashlights, there's a lot of stuff in this. It weighs about 20 pounds. So I encourage everybody to register. There's a registration form out there on the bulletin board. It's been published in the Watershed Post and the County Times and a lot of locations with public access. It's a worthwhile program. I watched it in Sydney 3 months ago, and it's just taken a long time for us to get this program to fruition. I want to thank Mayor Maxey for pushing along with me with his help, and Mark's help also, and also with Jason Thompson up at DA. We're hoping to get a couple hundred people, but you do have to pre-register, and it's just 1 hour of your time. It talks about how to get your life in order, how to digitize your information for insurance purposes, with your cars, your home, get things all in one little dummy stick, you put it in your bag. Sometimes you don't have time enough to leave your home, you've got photo albums, everything. So, again, I encourage everybody to participate in this. It's been sent up to emergency management and Boy Scouts, everywhere. So if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but it's been out there. And I apologize, it took a long time for this to happen, and it just came in a quick snowball. There was personnel change up in Albany, so the contact person changed, moved up the ladder, and we had to get in contact with a new person. So anyway, I encourage everybody, it's an hour-long presentation. So, thank you.
Alrighty. Anything else? Motion to adjourn? Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're done.
Yeah, I missed that.